The title of this wow this week is called Nose Hair Clippers and Other Learning Opportunities. So, what do I mean by this? As many of you may have noticed, in the backs of different kinds of magazines, there are always advertisements for nose hair clippers, and they're usually there at a very reasonable price. And you think, wow, that seems like a good price. Maybe I'll get them. The point of those actually is not to get you to buy the nose hair clippers. What those companies are doing is they are just mining your data. So what they're discovering is, wow, a person who buys nose hair clippers from a magazine because they don't want to walk into a store and order them is probably too embarrassed to buy lots of other products that one might need just by virtue of being human. So what else can we sell this person? As I said, the goal there is your data, not to make money on the nose hair clippers. What can you learn from this? What I would say is, if you are a business that collects customer data, you want to begin to look at it not just for the nuts and bolts of their information, but for a clue into their likes and their dislikes. What makes them tick? What turns them on? What turns them off? If you're a company that doesn't at the moment look for quantitative data, I would suggest that you begin to do so. And what's a great place and a great way to do that is I begin to talk to your frontline staff. Why? I'll give you an example. One of the big bank chains had a manager who noticed that in their branch, all of the older customers, even if other tellers were free, only wanted to work with the eldest teller. And the kind of person who's usually laid off in a merger. But what he discovered after doing some digging is that older customers just wanted to work with someone their own age. Younger tellers, just by virtue of their appearance, made older customers feel old-fashioned, feel rushed, feel silly. So what the bank did was, going forward, they made a point of hiring tellers of all ages. And the upshot of that was they have the highest customer service rating in the country. So that's a great example of using data efficiently. I'll give you another one. There's a chain of pubs in the UK, and it was put together by a group of entrepreneurs. And the way they put it together was based on the following three seemingly disparate pieces of information. One, when families go out to the pub, Dad decides whether or not we're going, but Mom decides where we're going to go. Okay, so what was driving Mom's decision? What drove Mom's decision was the ladies' room. They wanted a nice, clean, bright ladies' room. The third thing that they discovered about running a pub is that the highest uncontrolled cost was bartenders either over-serving their friends or over-serving good-looking customers. So how do you manage that? One of the guys in the entrepreneurial group remembered when he was working together with the garage, when they do a car check, there's a way to regulate different kinds of fluid in your car. Let's take this, technology and apply it to the pub. So instead of measuring brake fluid, let's measure vodka. This entrepreneurial team put together a chain of pubs that's A, family friendly, B, has very large, clean, bright ladies' rooms, and C, incorporated this technology so that every customer gets exactly as much alcohol as they deserve, but no more, whether or not the bartender is serving their friends. So how did I learn about this? I learned about it from one of the entrepreneurs who flew in to London Business School for the day from Monaco on his private jet. I think the upshot of all this is there's a lot of data that you can find from nose hair clipper advertisements and other opportunities among your staff. Take a look at your customers' likes and dislikes and figure out how you can leverage that to make your business stronger.